I wish I could say the same, but I'm not. It's all electric.
So were you using electricity coming through there?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and did you guys hear me coming up? No. Okay, watch this, buddy. This thing is nutty. That was a UFO sighting. The clock is hot. It's fast, maybe 80. No signs on this one. This bike's badass. This is definitely a go anywhere type of bike, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't gonna ride any crazy enduro shit on it, strictly because it's not my bike, and yeah, I don't know. The enduro, I'm sure it's like fine to do it. It's really heavy, it'll tear up all the trails. This thing will tear the trails up way worse than the Talaria, so people will get way more pissed at you. It just sounds so much more badass, so much more scary, so much more, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Where are we? We're at this power station here. No snow dumping. Does it keep going or does it end right here? I think it ends right here. Sick view spot. Hey, this is probably as good as any to try and talk about this bike. Yeah, let's just talk about this bike for 5 minutes. Okay, right off the bat, one thing, the Talaria has a terrible kickstand. It's too short and the bike is leaning way too hard. The electric motion, it has this crazy kickstand that I think it's too long and it keeps the bike super upright. You really need to find like the perfect spot. Oh my god, so what we should have been doing right now is being on the water. Look at all the beaches. Look at this view, man. Okay, well, while we're at it, I'm just gonna show you some features. This is the turn off button. You see it turns on, turns off. This is a crazy beast, man. I got some stats here. It's the knockout button. Now there's a button under here. I've not even used it. Basically, it spools up the engine to full so that all you gotta do is drop the, you just have more responsive throttle, but I don't know, this thing is crazy responsive as it is. I'm not trying to do any trials on this. This is not my bike. I would wreck it in a second. Another thing I forgot to show you guys about this bike is to turn it on, you press the power button, you have to have this magnet attached to here are apparently any magnet, which that's unfortunate if it's any magnet, because then anyone who knows that could start this bike, and now I've just put it out to the whole internet. So the start button is a little bit harder to find on this bike. Okay, so this is the starting procedures of this bike. You press the button, you hear that little click, and now if I was to go, you hear this doot 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 doot. You're like, what's going on? The thing's broken. You got you got 3 maps, and then you got 6 maps on the TKO button, which I haven't even used. I don't really plan on using it. So green, Rob told me that green won't even get him up a big hill. So he told me basically at my weight and that I've used other bikes that red was going to be good, and red is good. And I have used green when I was trying to just save some battery and just check it out. But so you see, I press again, it goes to blue, and now we're on red. And when it goes from blue to pink to red, and that's how you know that you're on the hotness. Anyway, I was using this thing not on my chest, and that was not the way to do it. So that regen brake is pretty nice, but it's not strong enough. And this thing's got so much power that like you wanted to be on that power all the time. And unfortunately, fuck, I went up the wrong side. Unfortunately, like you can't be on the power all the time on this bike, because you need to stop, and there's bumps and objects that you need to drive around, and the brakes are kind of squeaky on this bike, but it's not my bike, it's a demo. You guys obviously know this, and yeah, I don't know. I haven't really used the brakes a ton, like more than I needed to, and I noticed the first time I did use them was right after driving through a little bit of not through any water, but just a little bit of splashy splash, not even into the brakes or anything, just like nothing that you would ever expect squeaking. So I'm assuming they were squeaking before I got the bike, but I don't know. All I know is I've been super careful with it. I treated it like I treated it better than it was one of my bikes, because it's an expensive piece of kit and it's someone else's. And yeah, I don't know. I've been seeing people doing like endos on these things, but I'm obviously not trying to do anything like that on a bike that's not mine when I've only ridden it a couple times. So you got a little bit of ruddy shit here I got to stay out of, or drive over, or drive through. Yeah, these are crazy bikes, man. I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy, crazy bike. So I got 92% again. So when you go when I like drove on the road there, I thought I blew away like all my we got another road up here we can go up. Oh yeah, I was up here a while ago. It's like abandoned up here. I don't remember where to go though. You see this thing's climbing ability? Like, all I do when I'm climbing up these huge hills, all I can think is they're way more fun to go up. Like if I could just keep on going up and not have to go down. I don't know where I'm riding right now, so I can't be riding crazy. I don't want to get hurt. I did that yesterday. I hit a rock that was kind of hidden. I didn't know it was there. So what is this place? This is crazy. Is it owned up here? Is this someone's private property? Like, I don't know what the fuck I am, man. Yeah, like if you a couple times I was like, when I first started using that brake, I realized shit is not strong enough to stop me on, like when I was using it. I think it's like I've been getting cocky. I'm used to my Talaria. So I'm used to the Talaria. That's another thing I just thought about. The battery situation on this bike compared to the Talaria. It's much better on this bike. You don't hear any sound. Whereas on the Talaria, it's slap, 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 slap. You just, you know, you constantly just hear some slapping of the battery. Even after I fixed it, it still has this like creaking. Like the mechanism is making noise, and so this is full brake on the regen. But like, what's crazy about the regen in Whistler is like, I'm getting like, man, we're back on 93% on this bike. So I don't even know, man. It's just crazy that this thing can ride that long. I want to jump this, but it's not safe. So from Alpine, I did a bunch of ripping on West Side Road at highway speed. I rode up some flank trails. Now we're at 70%. These things like meant to let bikes through, it looks like it. They're like not like the ones you got at the Muni, the fresh, you'll be prosecuted if you come in here. Am I recording? Yeah, they'll prosecute you if you come in here. Shit. Hello. What is that, hey? This is one of my favorite spots right here, man. Yeah, the beach here, man. It's so hot. I wish I could jump in right now, but I can't. Has a regen brake, engine brake for the back. This on the Talaria and the Surons, this is a front brake, back brake, reverse from a normal bike.
Oh, that's trippy. But
this one has a foot brake, which is like this thing's crazy. It has a clutch. And there's another button. There's a button on this thing called the knockout button. And if you press that, it literally winds the engine up like that all the time. So that anytime you give it a little bit of gas, instead of having like as much torque as it has now, it has like stupid amounts of torque.